So ideally, you would like to be able to bootstrap for as long as you can. You know, if assuming you don't have, obviously, if you've got other commitments, I only know it from the perspective, and most of the founders I work with know it from the perspective of not having commitments like family, like children, parents, or whoever they rely on you. For as long as you can, you would like to avoid fundraising because it's an awful experience in that it takes up time and more. It's just agonizing. Like it's every minute that you're not spending trying to improve your company is pretty much wasted. And so when you're spending it fundraising, it's a slap in the face because you're agonizing over all of these meetings and all these talks, and at the same time you're not making your actual company any better. But it's sort of a necessary evil at some point. And what's nice is the more traction you have, again, revenue or traffic, the better position you'll be in when you come to the table to actually raise whatever funds you need. So you know, there are a handful of bootstrapped entrepreneurs. One of my buddies, Anthony Volodkin, started Hype Machine. I am not cool enough, so I don't use it. But if you listen to music, you probably have heard about it. And that has been entirely bootstrapped by him. And he's done a really great job and built a really great company and never taken a dime in funding. And it's totally possible. It's frustrating because those are not stories that get written up places like Mashable and TechCrunch because there isn't any big news about a company that just keeps growing, right? You have to, people, unfortunately, we're in a place where, and this is industry-wide, where people want to celebrate fundraising. And actually, Gary Vee had a good point about this, which was that, you know, we're very quick to congratulate founders who have raised a fund. And we're congratulating them in part just because it's like, congrats, you can now get back to work, you know, working on your company. But his spin was really that, you know, you have just, this is like the worst day of your life because you've now promised a bunch of people that you're going to take their money and make a lot more of it with a big business. And, you know, those are the stories that get the press. But there is, I mean, you bootstrap, please, for as long as you can because it means more ownership for you. And, you know, anything you would do with the funds you do raise, please make sure you are pretending that you are spending your own money because trust me, it's not your money. And so whether it's the fancy office chairs or all kinds of ridiculous perks that we saw the last time around, if they're not actually materially helping your company, I would strongly consider investing that money somewhere else.